As cool as real guns are, you don't always want to be walking around with them. So evike.com helped us out putting together really nice replicas.
You can see all the cool weapons they helped design for the series, which are now resting on our gun rack. They're really cool. They all have high-tech features. It's super sweet.
I didn't know that Scott held it up.
I didn't know either. We're really excited to show you guys Rush. Not only is it the first official live-action Battlefield content out there, but it's also our biggest project yet. It's fun to watch and a little more entertaining than just a 2 or 3 minute long YouTube video.
If you guys haven't yet, head on over to Corridor and watch the trailer. There's also a link somewhere around here or in the description. We made sure not to spoil anything, but it's 2.5 minutes long of awesome goodness and footage and showing you a little taste of what this story is about. Go click, 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 go watch it, and then come back and watch the rest of this.
Rush is a digital series. It's 10-minute long episodes, and they're going up on Go90. You can watch it there for free, and it's coming out on September 20th.
Now that only applies to people in the US. If you're international, we have other things we are working out. We're looking at iTunes releases, Google Play releases. Some countries might even have it actually in theaters, which would be really cool. We are working on it. It's going to get everywhere eventually.
You might be asking, hey guys, if you make a web series, why not just put it on your channel? Why is it on Go90? It's because series like this take a lot of people and a lot of time, and specifically a lot of money to make. And it's more money than we have. If you think about it that way, Go90 was like, hey, I believe in you guys make cool content, we want you guys to make a series, here's all the money you need to do it. And we're like, oh, thank you. And like, what do you need in return? We just need the video files after you're done making it. And then we're like, oh, deal.
So if you guys want to watch from Go90, you can head straight over to the website, go90.com, and watch it through your browser. Or you can download the app on your phone. I know it's a pain in the butt to download an app.
I know it's really hard to open Google Chrome and enter a URL. Just, I mean, I have no idea how you even got to this video you're watching right now. If you guys want to watch behind the scenes for this cool series, you can find it right here a couple days after that first episode drops.
If you ever watched the Lord of the Rings extended DVD collection, that's basically what we have for this. Our friend Dan Chipman from Black Jacket Films out in Detroit put together a really nice series.
Super robust, about 10 episodes as well.
Gourmet robust behind
Gourmet
the scenes.
BTS.
So we got to work with a lot of really talented actors on this piece, and it made a world of difference. You don't want to watch people fake it, you want to watch people do the real thing. A big name that everybody generally recognizes here is Stephen Ogg. He actually played Trevor in GTA 5. But recently he's actually been on Walking Dead. In working with legit actors, it's a different method than what we usually do. Trying to figure out what it means to have good acting and what's attractive about acting, it's always one of those weird things that's kind of hard to put your finger on. I feel like it's really all about having authentic emotion in imaginary situations. These guys brought all that to life, and that was really fascinating. I feel there just hasn't been a really good video game movie or series, and it's something that Sam and I have talked about a lot.
There's a lot to draw from there for inspiration, but one thing that's usually missing in video game adaptations is what the player's common experiences while going through those stories.
The real story that you get from a game is a story that you make as a player.
Exactly.
And a lot of films and a lot of series have missed that point. And that's something we want to do different. That's something we try to do different with this Battlefield series that's coming out. This series, it's all of Battlefield. And sure, it's a little more inspired by certain games than others, but it's all of Battlefield. It encompasses everything. The funny thing is, when you think about Battlefield, you don't think about single player story, you think about the multiplayer. that was an interesting challenge here, is we wanted to write a story about multiplayer. Battlefield multiplayer by nature has a lot of ridiculous moments. Jumping out of a plane and parachuting and landing in another plane and then shooting a guy with your missiles and then jumping out of that plane again and shooting another guy with your rocket launcher. And we wanted to work some of that in, but we still had to tell a realistic and serious story. There's this one consistent theme in every Battlefield, and it's the 4 classes. We started structuring our story around it: Assault, Recon, Support, and Engineer. Those classes don't actually exist in the military, so we kind of invented a situation that brought out each one of these classes in the 4 main characters. The structure for the piece, overall story, is inspired by a single game of Rush.
Rush is uniquely Battlefield.
You're moving from point A to point B to point C, trying to complete your objective at each one.
That is why we used it as the core inspiration for the entire story. It's definitely our biggest project ever, but in comparison to any other action movies, we had just shavings to work with. So our goal on set was to kind of stretch it as far as we possibly could. As you go through the piece, you go, wow, holy crap, I can't believe they did this, and then they got that, and we kind of managed to cobble together all the essentials for an awesome Battlefield piece while still being on a relatively low budget. We're really happy with what we've managed to pull together.
So there's a lot of things that make this uniquely Battlefield that people who play the games will appreciate. Sick vehicles. We got a whole bunch of vehicles from the game in this piece. All the classes represented. We managed to work in a couple of those ridiculous multiplayer moments.
Let's just say that we managed to put gold battle packs in the piece.
If you've never played the games, it doesn't matter. You'll still really like it because it's a great story.
I need to say this took a lot of money to do this whole production, but there's a lot of people who also helped us just out of the goodness of their heart, such as evike.com creates and sells lots of airsoft weapons, which we used as replicas in this series. Mechanics, the glove company. These guys make the best tactical gloves, and we know some guys there. They're super cool. LBX Tactical, and they make tons of really, really cool stuff like this right here. They have their own proprietary camo sets and stuff like this. So they hooked up all the mercenaries. And last but not least, 511. These guys are freaking super cool, and they hooked it up for this piece. Huge thanks.
This is the biggest project we have ever worked on. We've devoted over a year of our lives to this. We've tried to keep the channel running so that you guys wouldn't miss us too much. Rush is a huge step for us, and I hope you guys watch it. I hope you go check it out. It's hopefully the beginning of our careers stepping into narrative filmmaking, whether it's movies or series or that kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you check it out. Thank you so much for watching.